listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett Land, all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 66 degrees, going up to a high of 79. Starting to feel a lot like spring. Look, I told y'all, we're in Georgia. So we're in Georgia, and we don't know what the weather's going to be like most days. We can have really cold days, and then we can have really hot days. Tomorrow is supposed to be 80 degrees in November. Listen, it's one of the things I love about Georgia. 80 degrees in November. Yes, my brother is going to Jersey on Saturday, right? So it's going to be 80 here on Wednesday. I think it's going to be like 70s for the rest of the week. He goes, oh my God, I got to go to Jersey. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees. Bruh, it's Jersey. It's November. Not only is it November, it's almost the middle of November. So, of course, it's going to be 30 degrees. It's Jersey. Listen, go ahead and knock yourself out. I don't like going to Jersey in the wintertime. We had to go there, was it this March? My husband's grandmother passed away, and she passed away in March, and it was cold. And when I was like cold, and it was funny because, you know, we thought we'd get a chance to see some of our friends or whatever. Nobody came out. Nobody said, let's get together. And I was like, fine by me, because it's too daggone cold. So it was March. So it was probably like 20 degrees or less. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day, because we are going to have a beautiful day here. Today is Tuesday, November the 7th. Lord, time be flying, y'all. It is flying right on by. It is November the 7th. You know, I think back to making, like, my plans for the year. Like, that time has flown by so quickly, and I'm still making plans. So, speaking of making plans, today is Talk Business Tuesday. We're going to talk about setting up a YouTube channel as a weekend side hustle. And the reason I wanted to talk about that is because, you know, there's something that I'm doing. So, and I'll tell you why I'm doing it, but I've been on YouTube forever. And I just have never taken it serious until now. And I'll tell y'all why after I get finished with the horoscope. So today is Talk Business Tuesday. If you want to know, you know, some of the things that I'm doing to start my weekend, I call it a weekend side hustle because Monday through Friday, I'm dedicated to Good Morning Gwinnett. So on the weekends, I'm going to be dedicated to the weekend hustle. Now, I'm supposed to be taking the weekends off, but here's the thing. I'm going to sacrifice, and I'm not going to work the entire weekend, but I'm definitely going to put in some time on the weekend on this weekend side hustle. And the reason I'm doing that is because I just really want to, I just want to have multiple streams of income coming in all the time. And I've been watching YouTube, and I've been watching people, and I'm telling you, I'm looking at stuff like, man, this is pretty simple. So I'll talk about what I'm doing and how I'm going to do it, and you can follow along with me and decide if it's something that you want to do. For me, being a person of a certain age, I don't want something that's going to be like taxing where I got to be running to the post office. I don't want any of that. You know, I don't want to have to be running around to all these different networking events. I don't want any of that. So, you know, it was about having something that I can do in my spare time, on a weekend, in the evening, when I can't sleep at 2 a.m, that kind of thing. Because that's me most of the time. Like, I can't sleep sometimes, you know, some weekends I'm very rested and I can work, you know, so I needed something like that. So we're going to talk about that. So stick around. If you can't stick around, come back around in about 15 minutes to tune in. But I would suggest you stick around because I don't want you to miss any of this, especially if you're thinking about, you know what, I'm like Audrey. I'm a person of a certain age. I really want a stream of income that's coming in that's pretty simple to do and fun. Because the niche that I'm going in for me is fun, which is weird because I should have been did this a long time ago, but I didn't have it. And I'm not gonna tell y'all what my niche is because I don't want y'all to jump out there and do it. But I could tell you some niche ideas that I've had that you can go out and do the same thing. I got a couple of them actually that I'm probably gonna roll out in 20. Like I got 2 more outside of this one, and the reason I'm gonna be able to do this, I'll share with you how it's gonna make sense and why am I gonna be able to do this with many of these different platforms. I'll share that in a little while. So just stick around. If you can't stick around, come back in about probably 15 minutes after I get finished with the horoscopes, and I'm going to be talking business on Tuesday, okay? All right, let's get this train rolling. Today is, again, Tuesday, November the 7th. It's also National Canine Lymphoma Awareness Day. So my little doggy died from lymphoma, y'all. Yeah, she had cancer. My baby died. You know what's crazy? When my husband bought the dog, he bought it for my daughter. She was in the 9th grade. We had just moved to North Carolina. She was a freshman in high school, and she's the only child. And he wanted her to have something. So we were riding down this road in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and it was a puppy. It was a person had all these puppies on the side of the road. So all of the little, so she was a Chihuahua Poodle mix. All of them were black except one. She was white. And she was the only white in the bunch. And so we took her and we named her Diamond. I named her Diamond. Now, it was my daughter's dog, but I didn't want him to get the dog because I was like, look, I'm not getting a dog. I'm going to be the one taking care of the dog. I don't care what you say. And he was like, no. She was like, no, I'm going to take care of it. Well, guess who took care of the dog? I took care of the dog. Because the dog, she would go to school. So someone had to take the dog outside. That would be me. Then she went to college. Someone had to take care of the dog. That would be me. So I took care of the dog. And then when we moved to Georgia, she was going to work every day. I was working from home. So guess what happened? Every morning, like clockwork, Diamond would come upstairs and scratch on my door because she needed to go out. She was smart too. She needed to go outside. And if it was cold, I didn't have to fight with her to bring her back in the house because she would go outside, do her business, and come back in the house. If it was hot, she would wander all over the neighborhood. Then I'm pissed, like, come on, Diamond. So I'm yelling. But anyway, she got really sick one morning. I was doing the show, and she was acting a little weird, but I thought she just, something. I thought she had like diarrhea. So I was like, yeah, I don't want her messing all over the floor because she can't control it. So I put her in her cage, and she went in and she laid down. And when I got finished with the show, which was about an hour, I said, okay, let me let her out. So I opened the cage and let her out, and she walked out the cage and collapsed. And when I tell y'all I freaked out, it was like one of the saddest moments of my life. I scooped her up. I called my mom. I said, she's sick. I got to take her to the vet. So my mother goes, okay. We loved Diamond. And Diamond was the meanest little something ever. But we loved her. And so I took her to the vet, and they told me she had cancer. And she was in so much pain. She had congestive heart failure. She was just sad, y'all. It was that was the first sad day of my life. That happened in 2019. And then, 2020. And then here come the pandemic in 21 to almost destroy my life. But God is good, and I'm strong, and I'm grateful. So anyway, today is National Canine Lymphoma Day. Shout out to you, Diamond, all the way in heaven, darling. I love you, and I miss you too. It's also Election Day. Listen, you got to get out and cast your vote. I told my husband we got to go vote today. I don't even know what we're voting for because I haven't seen not one flyer come to my house. Like normally it's so much paper because this is not like it's not like a regular election. I think it's like for the council people. I don't even if there's a council person running in Lawrenceville, I have no idea who it is because I haven't seen one flyer come to this house say vote for anybody. So I'm almost wondering, do I even need to go vote? Like who is it anybody on the ballot? Anyway, it's Election Day. Your vote matters. So I got to go look at the ballot and see who's on the ballot. It's also Milburn Cup Day. National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. That sounds nice. I like chocolate and almonds. National Cancer Awareness Day. So shout out to everybody who's battling cancer right now, especially the babies. National Hug a Bear Day. So if you got a bear in your house, give it a hug. National Keith Day. If your name is Keith, shout out to all the fellows with the name Keith. National Lori Day. If your name is Lori, shout out to all the people named Lori. National Programmatic Advertising Day. Shout out to all the ads that you see on your TV. National Retinol Day. Retinol, yeah. Notary Republic Day. Adam Devine's birthday. Happy birthday, Adam Devine. Albert Camus' birthday. Don't know who he is. Journalist. Happy birthday, Albert. Algie Smith's birthday. Happy birthday, Algie. Anthony Reeves' birthday. Happy birthday, Anthony. Bethany Motor's birthday. Happy birthday, Bethany. Brianna Monique's birthday. Happy birthday, Brianna. Chucky Beats' birthday. Happy birthday, Chucky. David Gueda's birthday. Happy birthday, David. It's also Duncan Joseph's birthday. Happy birthday, Duncan. Ella Jane's birthday. Happy birthday, Ella. Elsa Hoke's birthday. Happy birthday, Elsa. Javante Davis' birthday. Happy birthday, Javante. Hung Jung's birthday. Happy birthday. John Taffer. Y'all know who John Taffer is, right? John Taffer is that one to do the restaurant show that he be yelling at the people. I was like, why did he have to yell at folks? Restaurant Bar Rescue. That's the one he does. He just be yelling. I be like, oh my God. Like I feel like they be doing too much sometimes on them shows. Joni Mitchell's birthday. Happy birthday, Joni. Kamal Hassan's birthday. Happy birthday, Kamal. Lourdes' birthday. Happy birthday, Lourdes. Marie Curry's birthday. Happy birthday, Marie Curry. Ronan Rubenstein's birthday. Happy birthday, Ronan Rubenstein's. The 8th birthday. Happy birthday, the 8th. His name is the 8th. Like THE, the number 8. The 8th birthday. Yeah. Breaking records and bagging awards. He's a K-pop superstar. Yeah. It says, so Marie Curry said, Marie Curry lived an interesting life and we cannot wait to share it with you. What did she do? I heard her name before. I don't know what she did. I've heard her name before. I don't know what exactly she did. Her life was interesting, they say though. Yeah. Like when you the picture's old, so it must have been like in the 1900s. Like, yeah. So she was born November the 7th, 1867. She died on 4th of July, 1934. She was 67. She was a scientist. That's why I've heard her name before. Yep, that's why I heard her name. She's a Polish scientist and chemist who carried out groundbreaking radiation research. Curry is the first person to have won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2 distinct scientific domains. The first woman to do it and the first person to do it twice. She and her husband, Pierre Curry, shared the first Nobel Peace Prize together, thus making them the first married couple to win the esteemed award. Between them and Curry, the Curry family has 5 Nobel Peace Prizes. All right, so y'all left a little legacy back here. She died at July 4th, 1934. She had a net worth when she passed away in 1934 of $1.5 million. So back then she was rich. 1.5 right now is like we're comfortable. 1.5 back then she was rich. We're not even financially free. We're just comfortable, unless you are really frugal. If you're really frugal, you could be straight. I'm kind of frugal these days. Like the things I want to do are so simple, y'all. Literally, like if I had $1 million in the bank right now, which I don't, I aspire to get there. I would probably, and I don't have a lot of bills, so that's one good thing too. Like I don't have a lot of bills, but I do have like 5, and 4 of those are credit cards, and they're small. And my card notes. So I don't have a lot of bills. I have 5 bills. Isn't that amazing? That's it. So my card note is the biggest bill. So I would pay off all my bills. Of course, let's not forget the house bill. I'll pay off all the bills, and then I'll get my husband our memberships to the Falcons game, to the Braves game, and to the Hawks game. Like we would have memberships to all the games. Like the best memberships where you got to go inside the dugout with all the people. We would have the best memberships. Now, how much is that going to cost us? Probably like $33,000 a year. Yeah, that's it. And that's what we have. That's what I would spend my money on every year. And then we could fly to watch my nephew play ball when he go to LSU. And we can go on little trips. Like, we're not trip people. Like, we're not trip. We like casinos, but we probably won't go there too often because we spend too much money. We're not trip people, but we are sports people. So our trips will probably be related to sports. Just to go on a trip, just to be saying, I only want to do that with my daughter. Like, it's only a few places I want to go that I really, like, I want to go to Bali. I want to go to Athens, Greece. I want to go to Italy, and I want to go to Africa. Those are the places I want to go. I don't have a lot because I'm not a traveling person. Sporting events, yeah, I would love for my husband to be able to go to the Pittsburgh game. Now, one of the Pittsburgh games, I'm going with him. But then I'm going to send him on some of these games with some of his friends. Yeah, so that's me. That's what I would do with mine. Not a lot. Probably buy some shoes. I love shoes, mostly boots. But I probably would have my closet would need to be the size of my bedroom, which is pretty large. Yeah, I need that kind of closet. Like I would probably take a bedroom in my new house and make it into a closet because I'm gonna need it. Because I do like clothes and shoes. Now I ain't gonna lie, I do like clothes and shoes. So I probably spend my traveling. Clothes and shoes, yes. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Michael Thassa for today, Tuesday, November the 7th. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. If you take on too much, you will find yourself in a martyrdom. Talk to superiors about problems that you feel are getting out of hand. Your high energy, original ideas, and excellent memory will aid your accomplishments. All right, listen, don't take on too much. Stop trying to be everything to everybody. I know you want to be a hero for folks, Aries, but stop taking on too much work. You're going to wear yourself out. You know what I'm saying? So just stop. I get it. You can't do everything. I know you think you're superhuman, but you're not. But then you might be if you're an alien. All right? Aries, don't make accusations unless you are completely sure that you are correct. You can ask for favors or run your ideas by those who will be able to support your objectives. Losses are likely if you have left your financial affairs in other people's hands. All right, look, Taurus, I know money, trying to handle money and do the right thing sometimes is tough, especially when you don't really know how to do it financially, right? But you could lose a lot if you let people. Oprah said this years ago. She said, "Don't let nobody sign your check but you." That's what she said. Don't let nobody sign your check but you. And I heard a loud and clear, like, nobody signing mine but me. Yep, that's it. Yeah. So you can take control of your financial situations. Your financial affairs are important. I was watching this show. Oh God, it was called Southern Charm New Orleans, and there was a guy on there. I like those type of shows. Like I like anything that shines a spotlight on the South. I was born in the South. I love the South, especially the country. Like I love the country. Let me tell you what I probably would buy with that $1 million too. I would buy a country lake home. Like, yeah, not because I want to go fishing. My husband likes to fish, so it's for him and my uncle. But I like the country, so I want a real wood burning fireplace in my country lake house that my family meets once a year there in the fall or Christmas, maybe Christmas. That's what I want. It needs to be big enough though. It needs to have like 7 bedrooms, and the reason it needs to have 7 because I need 4. I need 3 for us, and then my brother come with him, and so we need like 5. Maybe not even 7. Maybe 6. Well, 7 would be great. I'm gonna say 6 or 7 bedrooms. So we can invite the family. Everybody has somewhere to sleep. Anyway, I was gonna tell you a story. I lost my train of thought. Let me keep this train going. Gemini, you will meet a person who may turn out to be more than just a friend. Okay. Lack of funds may add stress to your already uncertain situation. Today will be hectic. Okay, here's the thing, Gemini. Stick around. Stick around for the second part of this show because I'm going to be talking about, how to leverage YouTube and turn it into a business for yourself on the weekend. You didn't got to quit your job. It's on the weekend. All right, so stick around for that because you need them extra funds right now to get rid of that stress. I know what it's like to be stressed out. I know about money. Oh, absolutely. Here's why, because when you're in business, right, that's why I say weekend. Because I've been doing this for 26 years, 24 full time from home, but 26 altogether, going into my 27th year. This can be very stressful when you can't figure things out, when you don't know where the money is coming from, when people don't pay you on time. Very stressful. And I just made up my mind, I'm not going to be stressed out anymore. And so you have to do that. So if you can figure out something to do on the weekend, now you're going to have to make some sacrifices. And this is where it gets tricky for folks. They don't want to sacrifice nothing. They just want something just dropping there. You know how many people I talk to who are not willing to give up anything to be successful at something else? I talk to a lot of them. It's crazy. And I'm like, seriously, you got to make a sacrifice. If you want, I sacrifice all the time. For this thing called entrepreneurship, trust me when I tell y'all. You know why? Because I believe in the end of the day, it can give me more than what I already have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to give up something though. If you want something, you got to give up something. And find that thing that's gonna make you the extra money that you need. That's gonna secure you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, find it. Cancer, don't fall into the trap. Someone you like may be receptive and actively seeking your company. Small business ventures can earn you extra cash. Okay, so listen, I'm on topic today because it's all about money and business. Stick around, Cancer. I'm going to be talking about some small business ventures with YouTube. Stick around because I'm excited about it and I want you guys to hear what I have to say because it's going to help you. It took me a minute to say yes to it only because I was trying to stay so focused on Good Morning Gwinnett, right? I was trying to keep my vision here. And my vision is here. That's why I decided to make it a weekend thing. So I was like, okay, because on the weekend, I don't do Good Morning Gwinnett. I relax. However, I'm choosing to come out of relaxation to launch this weekend venture. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. So stick around. Leo, be careful not to exaggerate when interacting with your lover. Channel your energy into projects that will enhance your home. Children's needs could be more costly than you anticipated. All right. Yeah. Be careful not to exaggerate when interacting with your lover. Here's my thing about exaggerations, right? If it didn't happen, it's a lie. So exaggeration, if you add something to a story that didn't happen, I don't care if you say, and she was crying and she really didn't cry. You just turned that into a lie. So for me, when people start talking about they exaggerated the fact, oh my God, now it's one thing to say she was just really upset. Now, you're really upset and my really upset could be something different. So I could roll with that as an exaggeration. But when you started adding things and embellishing the story, you're lying. So don't do that, Leo. I'm just saying, don't do that. Virgo, you can finish projects early, which will bring you praise from your superiors. Think about your budget before booking the trip. Be an observer before getting involved. All right, think about your budget, Virgo. I know you want to go on this trip. It's that time of the season where people want to travel, but is it going to be detrimental to your bottom line? You know, is it gonna put you in a place where you got to be worried now? Oh my God, how am I going to pay this money? You know what I'm saying? So don't do that to yourself. Just stay put. Now may not be the time for you to take the trip. That's all. It may be another time. In the meantime, find something else to do that's less costly. That's all. That's how you handle that. You know, it's so funny because someone called me the other day. It was hilarious, actually. They were in an uproar because they had gotten a check, and the check had another person's name on it. The ex-spouse, ex-partner had their name on there. And so they thought they were going to get two separate checks. So they got one check, both people's name on the check. And they were just so tore up because they didn't have a joint bank account again. They wanted to send the check back. Now, what was interesting, they had got a call to tell them they was getting the check. They didn't even know they were getting it. Then they said it was going to take about 25 days for the check to come. And the check had already been mailed out. And I was like, well, what? So where's the check coming from? So anyway, I was like, that sounds crazy. But anyway, that was like the beginning of the week. By the middle of the week, the check had gotten there, right? So it didn't take 25 days. It took like 4 days, right? And the check was in their hands. And they were so upset because the check had two people's name on it. And I'm like, listen, you got the check in your hand? Yeah. Open up an account again. That was never a thought. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'm happy I'm going to send it back. And I said, no. Don't have them reissue the check. Now, they told you the check was going to take about 25 days the first time. Do not have them reissue the check because it may take 25 days this time. Just open up a bank account and put the check in there so it can clear. It was simple to me. You know, and they were screaming, oh my God. I'm like, put the check in the bank. Yeah, I just left out the bank. Go back in the bank. It was crazy. It's like, you just, so what? Go, get out the car. They were in the parking lot. Get out the car and go back in the bank. Like, for me, it made sense. But for some people, listen, now just may not be the time, Virgo. That's all I'm saying. Just wait a minute. Be patient. And it was a reason I was telling y'all that story, but I forgot. All right, I'm going to a song. I have those moments, y'all. It's scary, too. I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
I need to get it off my mind.
Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason. And we're going to pick it up with Libra, a passionate encounter with your mateship to help alleviate the pent-up energy. You can raise your standard of living if you pick up some freelance work on the side. We're going to talk about that. Stick around. It's Talk Business Tuesday. Go with the flow and don't be concerned about your job. Go with the flow. Don't be concerned about your job. Pick up some work on the side as a freelancer. Maybe I need to talk about what that looks like. Maybe I'll talk about that next Tuesday, freelancing. But anyway, we're going to be talking about a side hustle weekend side hustles. So be sure to stick around, all right? If you need to make some extra cash, Libra, this is an opportunity for you to learn what I'm going to share with you. And I'm doing it right along with you, so you're not alone. You are not alone. I'm here with you. Just the other day, I thought I heard you say. That's about the best I've done so far. Okay. Scorpio, go out with friends. Seminars will provide you with knowledge and amusement. You can get a lot done if you get your hands on the right equipment. Yeah, take a seminar. Listen, go online and take your seminar. Seminars can provide you a lot of knowledge, right? A lot of it. So find you a seminar that's going to help you get to where you're trying to get to. We are coming close to the end of this year, Scorpio. Did you hit the goals that you plan to hit? Did you hit the pinnacles, as Drake could say? Have you hit the pinnacles that you plan to reach? I have not. That's what Drake said in his song. He said, I have not hit the pinnacles that I plan to reach. Yeah. Work on that, Scorpio. Sagittarius, concentrate on your job. Travel will be to your advantage. However, it might be expensive. You will attract new love interest. All right, so travel going to be to your advantage. Here's the thing. Don't put yourself in debt, though. Yeah, it could be to your advantage, but is it worth the investment? I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying make sure that it's worth the investment. In the meantime, because it could be expensive, in the meantime, you will attract new love interest. Hello, Sagittarius, new love interest. Now, make sure you ain't in a situationship. I'm just saying, you don't want to have that person come into your life and then they walk away because you're in a situationship. Clear up the ship first and then go for the love interest. That's all I'm saying. Capricorn, try not to take everything so seriously. You may attract attention if you get out socially. Try to spend time with those having similar interests. All right, that sounds fun, right? You know, going out with people that have similar interests as you. That sounds like fun. Have some fun. Let your hair down a little bit, Capricorn. Stop being so serious today. It ain't that serious. Don't sweat the small stuff. All right? You can attract some attention, but you got to get out and socialize. Aquarius, help elders in your family. Take a close look at documents before signing on the dotted line. Don't reveal anything about your personal life that could be used adversely. Yeah. Listen, pay attention to the dotted lines. I didn't do that, and I'm paying something right now in my business that I wish I had known. I was with a company for an entire year. I paid my bill faithfully for an entire year, and then I decided after my year was up that I no longer wanted to be with the company. Where there was a clause in their contract that said I couldn't quit. Right? They said that it's like you have to let us know a year in advance that you're gonna quit. But I didn't read it because I'm figuring I paid a year. I could just be able to cancel when I want to. No, you couldn't. So I'm paying for something that I don't use because I still had to pay for it. I'm paying for something that I don't use so I can get out of this contract by next year in April. Yep, I canceled in April and it's like, yeah, you can't cancel. I'm like, what? Like, you have to let us know a year in advance. Someone said to me recently, they got a contract from someone that said you could never cancel the contract. And I said, what do you mean? Say 365 days this contract is valid. And if you cancel the service, it's just going to go as a credit. You can come back and get the credit, but you won't get a refund. I was like, yeah, that sounds crazy. So I'm saying all that to say, Aquarius, please read before signing on the dotted line. I didn't do that, and now I'm paying for it. I don't even know. It was in the contract. I was like, I'm just assuming because most contracts you can, even if you stay a year or, a few months, it's like, okay, when you get ready to stop, you can stop. Nah, I couldn't stop. I had to give them a year. I paid them $6,000 that year. That's how much I paid them. And then they told me I couldn't stop. So now I was like, well, you know what? I can't pay it anymore. So I'm just going to pay what I can. And I pay the money, but I swear I wish I had known because I would not have done that. And I would never do that again. I felt like it was like just painful. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. You could have a tendency to spend too much on your home or entertainment. That's true. Think about your budget before booking the trip. That too. There might be one who is quite willing to take the credit for your work. Not gonna happen because I'm not gonna let them. So here's the thing, Fish. We listen, if you're like me, I love beautiful things, right? Now, you wouldn't be able to tell that when you came into my house because they let me decorate the house. And I didn't even decorate. I just put the furniture here. But I would love to pay somebody to come in here and here's the budget, redo my house. That's my dream. I tell my daughter that all the time. She's a minimalist. She probably gonna throw all my stuff out. Not that I have a lot, because I don't like a lot of stuff either. She's worse. Like, she has hardly nothing. I do like some things. She has hardly nothing. I don't like a lot of stuff. I don't like a lot of stuff all around me. It feels like clutter. Some people like all that stuff. They like a whole lot of stuff. I don't. It feels like clutter to me. So I'm not a stuff kind of person. But however, I don't know how to decorate it all. Put me behind this computer, or I can make some things happen. Do you hear what I'm saying? But I've always been like that. I started taking computer when I was in 10th grade. And that should have been a hint that should have been my path all my life, but it wasn't. You know why? Because nobody told me that. They didn't tell me I could be a computer scientist, computer engineer. They didn't tell me any of that stuff. I could have been all of those things. Not now. I don't want to be it now. I just want to be a successful, uber wealthy entrepreneur. Like uber wealthy, happy, at peace, with love, joy, and purpose in my life, surrounded by amazing friends who I love and they love me unconditionally. That sounds like an affirmation, right? Speak it to the universe, baby. Speak it to the universe. Anyway, Fish, don't overspend on home entertainment. And I know you want to go on that trip. It's the end of the year. You want to go, but look at your budget first. All right? Don't go out there and spend money that you really don't have. And the holiday's coming up. Don't you want to have a good holiday? If you spend too much booking this trip, then you got to worry about the holiday. I ain't trying to do that. Christmas is my thing. I'm going to visit my aunt for Thanksgiving, so that's going to be good too. She makes the best carrot cakes in the world. She does. In the world. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thompson. Stay tuned. So listen, I'm going to go to a song. Then we're going to come back and I'm going to talk business today, because today we're going to be talking about how to start a weekend side hustle with YouTube. I'm excited about that because it's something that I'm doing. And I want to share with you what I'm doing. You can do it. You know, you may want to do, you may not. But here's the thing. If you're looking for a side hustle, it's a weekend side hustle. And I'm going to tell you why I said weekend when I come back. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after the song.
Tell me if I got it wrong, but you don't want to be alone. Spend the evening by yourself, but you'll miss me when it's getting late. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you'll let me. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go, boy. Loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. Love and let go, boy. You don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Every time is a blessing, and I know we can take it to the next level. If you let go, boy, you don't have to play smart. We can take it slow. You know it. Go ahead and tell your friends. Talk it out, but it won't end. You are never true to heart. You need me when it's getting dark. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let me. Got it all, babe. Save arms when you're ready. I'm here when you need me. I'm yours if you let go, boy. Loving is a safe card. You don't have to play hard. Love and let go, boy. You don't have to
So listen, y'all, it's Talk Business Tuesday. So I'm talking about YouTube. So some time ago, so let me just say this. Let me back up for a second. I never took YouTube seriously, and that's my fault. It wasn't that people wasn't doing great things on it. I just never did. So when I first started out, YouTube started in 2005. I had a channel, I remember like it was yesterday. I had a channel on YouTube in 2006, and I actually was producing a TV show called Sister Inc. in 2006. And I had a gentleman, he worked at the public access TV station in New Jersey, and he would produce a show. So we would sit down at this restaurant. I would talk to women in business about, business and entrepreneurship. So I've been doing this a long time. So that was 2006. Where are we at right now? We're at we're 2000. So that's been 17 years. So that's how long. So YouTube has been around for 18 years. I started on YouTube 17 years ago. Had I known then what I know now, had I even 10 years after YouTube had started, if I had just said, you know what, let me just dive deep into YouTube, there's no telling where I would have been because I started so early. But anyway, I've been looking at YouTube for like probably the last year or so, like seriously looking at YouTube and just looking at people just popping up, doing things and making a lot of money. And so, but for me, that wasn't enough because I needed to make sure it was something I was going to stick to, because I have YouTube channels. I think I have 4 or 5 YouTube channels. And this show is syndicated directly to one of those channels. And then the video part of this show is syndicated to another one of the channels. So I had the Friday Morning Mingle, Good Morning Gwinnett Friday Morning Mingle. And then I have Good Morning Gwinnett, the audio show. Both shows are syndicated directly to YouTube. So I have YouTube channels, right? I have two Good Morning Gwinnett channels. I have a Talk Business with Audrey channel. I have a Popcorn and Politics channel. And I have a Wise Woman Invest channel. So I have channels. What I did not think about was how to really turn those channels into something, because when you look, even when I think about Good Morning Gwinnett, where it is right now, and it's doing great, it looks amazing, got great content, great stories, I just love it, right? But had I did some of the work that I should have done again, it would have been much further along. So but now I'm doing the work. Like I've done a ton of work on Good Morning Gwinnett. When I look at my stats, I'm just so happy about what I see. It's amazing. Because I know where I was a year ago versus where I am right now. Like I launched a news site in January. I incorporated video probably in, I think, July. So we always had audio. So now it's more being intentional about the stories that I put out there. I just love it. I just love it. So, but I wanted to start a side hustle, right? I wanted to start another media company, another media business under the umbrella of Noise Media Network, which is the parent company. And I'm looking at YouTube every night. So every night I'm looking at YouTube and I'm thinking about what I could start on YouTube that I can stick to. So Good Morning Gwinnett is automatically syndicated there. I wanted something else that I could be very proactive with and stick to. And the reason I said stick to it is because why start it if you're not going to stick to it, right? I've done that plenty of times. I didn't want to do that. Not only that, I wanted to do something that was going to be fun. And I was sitting there and I was like, I want to do something on YouTube that's going to be fun, that I know that I'm going to be excited to do. And I came up with this idea, which to me is a great idea because it provides me with the opportunity to create everlasting content that's evergreen. So that being said, let's jump into what I'm talking, what you can do. So if you are thinking about starting a side hustle, I'm going to tell you to look at YouTube. And here's why. The reason I say look at YouTube is because YouTube is offering a lot of opportunities for creators to make money, right? What I'm going to tell you is what I said a second ago. If you're going to do this, make sure it's going to be something that you can be consistent with. Something that you can actually say, you know what, I love doing this. It's so much fun. And because that's how you're going to grow. Trust me when I tell you, I've done plenty of things for money that I just cannot stick to. With this idea, and I've been sitting on it now for probably about 2 months because I was like, do I really want to do it? Because I really don't want to take the focus off of Good Morning Gwinnett because I'm so focused on making this my legacy company. I want to focus, which is great. But I kept thinking about it. I don't do anything on the weekends, pretty much. I had the think tank for the Gwinnett Women's Chamber on Sundays. I might do a meeting on Sunday, but for the real, Saturdays is like nothing. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking if I can give up my Saturdays for a couple of hours, and it's only a couple of hours, it's not all day, because it doesn't take me, what I'm going to share with you is not going to take me more than 3 hours a Saturday. So I can either get up super early and have the rest of my day, or I can do it when I get up. Doesn't matter. All I need to really devote to this is 3 hours a day, 3 hours on Saturday, or 3 hours on Sunday. All right, so if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, the first thing I'm going to say is pick something that you can be devoted to. I don't. It could be as silly as you think it is, right? Do you know there are channels on YouTube right now? All they are riddle channels, like riddles. Like that's all they do is do riddles. There's no people. You can't see anybody. All you can do is see a riddle and a time clock that's ticking down, and you got to answer the question. And they're making money, like making a lot of money, y'all. Riddles. Did you hear what I said? Riddles. I don't want to do that because I watched them make a riddle video, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Even though it was pretty simple, it had too many steps. I don't want to do anything with a whole lot of steps, right? So think about what you want to do. I don't want to do like with the riddle channel. You have to go in, you have to get the riddles, you have to take the whole thing, you have to bulk input it over into Canva, then you have to create the graph. It's too many steps. Too many. I was like, yep, don't want to do that. Not going to be passionate about this. Got too many steps to. I already know me. That has too many steps for me. I want something that has 3 to 5 steps and that's it. Like seriously, that's all I want. I want 3 to 5 steps because I know that for me, 3 to 5 steps, I can dedicate my time to pumping out, on a 3 hours on Sunday, I can pump out 15, 20 videos and post them and schedule them to go out. I could do that on a Saturday or Sunday. And that's the plan. The plan is every one day, either Saturday or Sunday, pump out 15 new videos every Saturday or Sunday. Every 15 new videos every week. And schedule them all to go out. So when I first launched the channel, because I haven't launched it yet, I'm going to pump out 30 videos right out the gate. I'm going to sit down this weekend. I'm going to create 30 videos right out the gate. I'm going to put them on YouTube. But I'm also going to do this, y'all, because this is important. You want to, so you got your channel idea, right? So now you want to create all your artwork and everything. So do that. You can do that on Canva. Canva is my friend. I love Canva. My Canva account is full of graphics because I'm always creating stuff. Don't let people tell you got to go spend all this money on a logo. You ain't got to do none of that anymore. I remember the first time we bought a logo, we paid $300. It was literally a drawing, like no filler. The only thing that was filled in on the logo was the lips. We didn't know how to draw, and the guy did it. Now, the logo was very nice. It was unique. He did it he hand drew it. It was gorgeous. And we, to this day, it's still a beautiful logo. But, today, do you need to spend $300 on a logo? You absolutely do not. So don't get fooled by, I need to spend all this money on a logo. You don't. Go on over to Canva, create you a logo, create you a YouTube banner, and create you a piece of artwork to go in the little circle on the YouTube page. That's what you need. All of that you can do on Canva. And here's the thing. Canva is free unless you want, more access to different things. Like I have a pro account because I use Canva for a lot of stuff. So I need a pro account. All right, so create your artwork. Then I want you to, after you create your artwork, go in and put that on your channel. Then the next thing you're going to do is create a description about your channel. Now, I don't know what your channel is going to be about. But if you don't know either, just go to ChatGPT, your friend also, and you can do this under the free ChatGPT. Type in, I'm starting a YouTube channel about XYZ. Please write me a channel description about XYZ. All right, so it's going to write you the description. Also include tags and hashtags and keywords. That's important because you want to make sure that whatever your channel is about, that you have the proper keywords and hashtags. Inside where that goes, right? All of these things I did not do, y'all. I'm telling you what I have learned and what I will be doing. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that my 26 years of being an entrepreneur is going to pay off hugely for this new channel that I'm about to launch. You know why? And that doesn't mean that you have to have 26 years. Let me just say that. I just know for me that I've been doing this for so long till I've learned some tricks of the trade that can help me boost my visibility on my YouTube channel. I have struggled because I didn't have a niche channel. Like Good Morning Gwinnett to me, even though Gwinnett is the niche, I don't think it's a big enough niche yet. However, it's my legacy company because I have to turn my niche into a brand. So for this show, it has to become a brand. For my YouTube channel, it's a strong niche that's evergreen. I do a lot of news on Good Morning Gwinnett. It's news today. It's not news tomorrow. What I'm building on YouTube is evergreen. It will last and can last forever. So that's another thing. Pick something that's evergreen. Because if you don't pick something that's evergreen, it's going to be hard for people to follow. If like for me, I talk about the news every day. So after today, my news is dead. That has been a struggle for me. It has been a huge struggle for me. So I want you to pick something that could be evergreen, that whenever people go there, whether it's today, tomorrow, a year from now, 10 years from now, it's the same because it will keep up traction. So this particular channel that I'm starting is truly evergreen. I'm talking about forever. It's green. And for those of you who don't know what evergreen means, it means that it's content that you can use no matter when you find it. If you find it today, you can use it. If you find it in 10 years, you can use it. That's called evergreen. All right. So you pick your evergreen, you pick your niche, you pick an evergreen niche so you can create content in an evergreen niche. These are the things that people kept saying, "Or just what you need to do." And I'm like, nah, I want to do that. I have changed my mind. And so I've picked the niche. It's evergreen. I'm going to buy the domain name because I have to get a website. So that brings me to my next point. Although YouTube is amazing, you want to own your own real estate as well. So if YouTube is where you're going to start, that's fine, but you need a website and you need an email list. Here's why. If YouTube decides to shut your channel down, which they will sometimes, my friend Georgette, her son had a channel before I left Jersey. He had a huge channel. I think he talked about Power Rangers or something. Well, inside of one of his video, there was some music or a clip or something that he wasn't allowed to use. He didn't know it. They shut the complete channel down. I was like, oh my God. So I was heartbroken to hear that down. So me personally, I'm going to have my content on YouTube, but I'm also going to have my content on Vimeo. Here's why. Because Vimeo is a video platform. So I'm going to put so YouTube is not the only place that I plan on making money with my videos. I'm going to put it on other platforms. So Vimeo is one of my platforms. And here's why. I get a lot of traffic to my Vimeo pages. Now, over the years, it has dropped off tremendously because I don't know why. Maybe I'm not putting up enough fresh content, but that's about to change. That's totally about to change. So I'm averaging right now. I was averaging something like year before last, I think I had 2 million views on my Vimeo channel. Million views. Did y'all hear what I said? I'm going back to Vimeo because I get a lot of views on that channel. So I think last month I did like 10,000 views. That's a lot for me. And especially when I'm not putting any fresh new content, but I'm about to change that. So I'm about to put my YouTube channel and my Vimeo channel. I'm going to have a Pinterest channel. I'm going to have an Instagram channel, and I'm going to have a Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok. But I need a website because any of those platforms can decide that they want to drop you any second. And so if they do that, you're screwed. So have a website, have your own email list. So that's the next thing. Now, I have been looking at Beehive. I have been working over on Beehive. I like Beehive for my newsletter. I'm going to have Beehive as my newsletter distributor. That's the platform I'm going to use for the newsletter, Beehive. I like Beehive. One of the reasons I like Beehive is because Beehive has all of these other newsletter publishers on there, and you can pay them to run something, to run your newsletter besides their newsletter and grow your list. I love it. Like, it's a win-win. So Beehive is my newsletter platform. I'm going to create a website. I think I'm going to use a site called Hostinger. The reason I'm going to use Hostinger is because they have built-in AI. Yeah, I know I love AI. Hence the reason I'm talking about Chat GPT right now. It has built-in AI on the hosting platform. So I'm going to host on Hostinger. I think it's relatively inexpensive. I'm going to host on there. I'm going to build my website in WordPress. Why am I building my site in WordPress on Hostinger? Because WordPress is the best platform for a blog. Now, mind you, this is going to be a blog website talking about my specific niche, and it's going to have probably 5 or 6 tabs across the top. Pretty simple. Now, how do you pick a niche? I picked this niche. So the niche that I pick is food, right? And I picked it because it's something that I love. Anybody that knows me know I eat crabs all the time. Like 3-4 times a week I'm eating crabs. It's not crabs. It could be crabs, but it's not. But there's another food that I eat just as much, if not more. So I picked this one because I was like, I like this. I eat it every single day, every day on something. I love sweet tea. It could be sweet tea, y'all. I love sweet tea. I drink it every day. I I eat crabs 2 or 3 times a day. I drink sweet tea every day. So my niche is in the food space, and it's evergreen, and I'm just excited about it. So pick your evergreen niche, whichever you want to call it. Pick your evergreen niche. Then I want you to create your artwork on Amazon. Then I want you to go to ChatGPT, and I want you to create your description, create your tags. ChatGPT will do your tags and your description for you. Completely set up your YouTube channel. Pick a platform for your website. I'm using Hostinger. Never used them before, but I see them a lot. I like the fact that they got AI built in. I'm using Hostinger for my website. I'm using a WordPress site because WordPress is the best site to build your real estate on. When I realized that Ariana Huffington had built HuffPost on WordPress, I was sold. I used to do Weebly and all these other platforms. Now I pretty much don't build on anything but WordPress, and I got a bunch of sites. Then I want you to pick your newsletter platform. Now, I've been using for Gwinnett Women's Chamber, I use a site called Brevo. But for my newsletter, my real newsletter for my weekend gig, I'm using Beehive, because Beehive have people that you can pay them to support you by sharing your newsletter with their audience as well. All right. Now, that's how you're going to set this thing up. Now, set everything up. Now, you're going to create your content. Now, here's where it gets interesting, y'all. The content, the reason I feel like the niche that I'm in is so cool is because I can use AI tools to create all my content. I can use ChatGPT to create part of it. Take that content that ChatGPT has and then go drop it in a site like InVideo, or I can drop it in like Pictory, or I can drop it in like some other AI tools, and it will create either audio for me. Some will create audio and video. You can use something like HeyGen if you want a talking head person, or DID. This is why I know I can do this business, right? And in the weekend, create 15 videos in 3 hours on a weekend and schedule them to go out all in 3 hours. I know I can do that. So now you don't have to be crazy like me. You can say, you know what, Audrey, I'm scheduling 4 every Saturday. I'm gonna do 4, so my whole month is taken care of. That's fine. I'm on an everyday post a video thing. Now, decide whether or not your video is gonna have long form videos, short videos, or clips. What's the difference? A clip is about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. Long form is like 10 minutes or higher, and then a short is a minute or less, right? I plan on having clips and shorts on my channel. Here's why. Some of the things that I'm going to share is going to be longer than 57. I try to make my clips no more than 57 seconds. My shorts no more than 57 seconds. So some of my videos are going to be shorts, 57 seconds or less. But some of them are going to be too long to be short, so they're going to become clips, which is about 3 minutes. So I'm going to have clips and shorts on my channel. Here's what I'm going to do though. I'm going to go to my channel. Now, these are things that I'm doing right now. I'm going to go to my channel. I'm going to create playlists. And my playlist is going to be broken down by categories. And in that categories is going to be shorts or clips. It's going to be based on what I'm talking about. That's important because now people can look at your playlist. You can connect one video to another video via the playlist. All of these things are important, right? So don't get caught up in that just yet. What I need you to do right now is do the first things first. Pick your niche. Pick your niche. Pick your niche, right? Create your artwork, get your description, get your hashtags, set your channels up. You don't have to use Beehive. I just like Beehive, but pick a newsletter platform. You need that, and get your website done. Now, if you don't know how to build a website, there's a site called Durable, Durable, Durable. It is a AI website builder. All you got to do is go to Durable. Now listen, it may be other names out there, other companies with the name Durable. If you know that there's another name with the name Durable, look for the one that says website builder. Because people just give up. Like, I don't see it. Look for the one that says website builder. Let me say this. If you can't even do that, you're going to fail at this. I'm going to tell you that right now. Look for the one that says website builder. It's called Durable. Type in what your website is going to be about and let Durable build an entire site. So if you don't want to go and build a site on WordPress because you don't want it, because WordPress can be a little technical. I happen to know how to use it. But if you don't want to do that, you say, well, I just need a site. And it's a blog. And I'm suggesting that it be a blog because we're going to talk. I need to do a part 2 to this. So I'm going to have to do part 2 next week because we need to talk about how to monetize the channel. But anyway, go to Durable, type in a prompt. I need a website about crabs. Yeah, I need everything. It's about crab recipes. I need a website about crabs. It's going to create a website for you in about 30 seconds, based around you talking about crabs. Is it snow crabs? Is it Dungeness crabs? Is it blue crab? Or is it just crabs in general? It's going to create the website. All you got to do is go in there and tweak it. Put your artwork in there. Put the name, put a description in the about page. You don't need a bunch of pages. You just need to be able to put a certain thing. Contact you page. That's it. But it's going to create it for you. So now you got your channel set up. You got your website set up. You got your newsletter set up. You're ready to rock. You're going to use smart software like Pictory, InVideo, or HeyGen, or Synthesia, DID, talking head stuff to create your content. You can use 11 Labs, get voices. You don't need to do that if you don't want to, because Pictory comes with voices in there. I love it. But if you want separate voices that sounds really, really realistic, you can use 11 Labs. That's what I use. You can use Murph. You can get voices there. So now you're ready to go. Now you have your engine. You are ready to rock and roll, baby. Your channel is ready. Now you're ready to go. How often are you going to create content? Pick a day on the weekend. I'm picking Saturday or Sunday. Pick one. You may say, you know what, Audrey, I'm good Friday nights because the house is quiet. Everybody's going out. Pick a day. You don't need a whole bunch of equipment. You need a computer, because remember, this is going to be a video that you're going to use smart AI tools to create. You don't have to be on camera. You ain't got to do no scripting. All you need to do is go to ChatGPT and say, write me whatever this is. If you know you're doing a food channel, create a recipe for me about this. Take the recipe, go to Pictory, drop the recipe in. Pictory is going to generate all the pictures for the recipe based on the recipe. It's going to give you, and you can attach a voice to that along with all your lower thirds right on Pictory. I love it. Now you're done. You got your first piece of content, 57 seconds. And you can tell ChatGPT, I need you to write a script for a crab boil. It needs to be no longer than 1 minute for a YouTube video. The script is going to be written for no longer than 1 minute. And you'll know because it's going to tell you when you go to put it in, this script is 1 minute long. If it goes over a minute, it does not count as a short. You don't need any equipment, y'all. You need a computer, and you need to be able to have access to the internet, and you need to sit down, and that's what you need to do. That's how you're going to start your YouTube weekend business. That's how you're going to do it. Now, I'm going to do a part 2 to this because I'm out of time. So I'm going to do a part 2 to this because I want you to understand that this is pretty simple. And I believe wholeheartedly that this can work out very well. But it's going to take a little bit more. So I want you to spend the rest of this week, setting up your YouTube channel. But I want you to tune in next week for part 2, because it's going to be a part 2. Because now we're going to talk about the money side. And I got to tell y'all, it's nothing new under the sun. However, I don't know why I'm just getting it. I'm just now getting it. So we're going to talk about how to make money with your weekend side hustle on YouTube. And that's going to be part 2 next Tuesday. So it's next Tuesday, part 2. How to make money with your channel. Now that you've have it all set up. So in the meantime, while you're setting up your website, your YouTube channel, go ahead, your newsletter, go ahead and set up your now I don't care about Facebook as much. But Pinterest, I'm going to set up a Pinterest page. I'm going to set up a TikTok page. I'm going to set up an Instagram page. And a Vimeo. So make sure that you set up all of these pages. You can probably use the same artwork that you did for your YouTube channel. If not, just go into Canva and resize it. The same content, the same artwork that you already created, just resize it to fit all the platforms. Now, if you know that you don't want to manage all these channels, you might want to look at a software called Buffer, Buffer. I've used it before. I'm going to use it again because now I can go in there and schedule everything to go out to all of my platforms using Buffer. It is amazing. You create everything in 3 hours on Saturday. Then you put everything in Buffer to schedule to go out, and it automatically goes out to all of the channels at one time. Takes a lot of the work off you. And I just found out that Buffer has built-in AI that will automatically resize all your content. So before, you would have to go in. If the square was wrong, it didn't fit Instagram. If this was wrong, it didn't fit YouTube. You had to go in and do it one at a time. Now it's going to resize it for you, which I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. So all you do is go in there and put in what you need to put in, put the video, you put the description, you put the tags, all of that stuff in there, and you schedule it to go out through Buffer, and it's going to go out. All right. So my challenge to you for the rest of this week is to set up your YouTube channel, your newsletter, and your website. If you know you don't know how to use WordPress, don't worry about it. Just use a durable website. You want to be able to drive people back to your real estate that you own. You don't own YouTube. We don't own LinkedIn. We don't own Instagram. We don't own Vimeo. We own none of those. You own your website. So you want to drive traffic back to your website where they can buy something, purchase something, sign up for something, get something free. You want to be, and so when they do that, now they become a member of your newsletter. All right. So you see how this works. Now I've been doing a lot of stuff for a long time. I just haven't taken my YouTube channel seriously. I'm changing that. This starts now. I'm changing it. So I gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna go to my last song. I know this was good. It was good for me talking about it. Actually, it was really good for me talking about it. I'm gonna come back for my last song. It's gonna be a part 2, so don't worry about it. You got a lot of work to do anyway before next Tuesday. So go ahead and do the work that you gotta do before next Tuesday. I'm gonna come back next Tuesday and talk about how to monetize this thing. How we gonna make money? Now we got it set up, Audrey. How we gonna make money? I'm gonna share some of the things I'm gonna do, which I think is very cool. All right, I'm going to my last song. I'll be right back after this song to bring you my words of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
I know that I should keep it cool, babe. Not lose my swag and play the fool, babe. Just play the game and hold on, maybe. But I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me what you see inside. Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Do you wanna go? Those who wanna play by the rules hand a blast with nothing to obtain. So let's level up to remain. 'Cause I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me what you see inside. Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go? 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 I'm riding the wave tonight. Gonna try it while the world's bright. Got room for one if that's alright. That's alright. Do you wanna go? 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 Do you wanna go?
Welcome back. Do you want to go? I don't want to go, but I got to go, y'all. I got to go. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration for the day, and here goes. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitations are those you set upon yourself. Oh, let me say it again. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitations are those you set upon yourself. That is so true. Let me tell y'all something. When you start to believe in something, like I believe in what I'm doing right now. That's why I do it every day. I believe in this new channel I'm about to launch on YouTube because I just believe it's going to work. I believe that I have a good niche. I keep saying it, niche. Let me just say what I normally say. I believe I got a good niche, and I believe that it's evergreen. I believe that it's going to be uber successful. I just really do. But that's because I believe. If I did not believe it to be true, then it would not be true. So remember this. What you think you can or cannot do, it depends on you, and it is true, whichever way you decide. So my challenge to you today is believe in what you're about to do. Believe in the journey. Don't let anybody tell you anything about what you believe in. If that's what you now, I'm not saying that you may know everything about what you're doing, but don't let people try to deter you from what you know that you believe in, because people will. Why are you doing that? YouTube don't make no money. That's for kids. Nah, YouTube is a business. YouTube business. If it's something you believe in, go for it. All in. I'm all in. I'm all in on Good Morning Gwinnett. That's why I'm here 5 days out the week. All in. Yes, it stresses me out because I can't figure out the secret formula. I haven't figured it out. What I won't do is stop. I won't stop. In the meantime, though, I figured out the formula for this YouTube channel I'm about to launch. So for me, it's like, yeah, I got the formula for this. This is the formula. You know why? Because there's so many people out there in the world sharing the formula. I think once you decide what it is you want to do, the formula will work for anybody. It could work for you. It's going to work for me. You know, I haven't figured out Good Morning Gwinnett. There's a formula out there for that too, but I need to talk to Ted Turner and Oprah for that formula, right? And I need to put it out to the universe. Hey, Kathy Hughes, Sheila Johnson, I need to talk to them about the formula because they own media companies. They have the formula. Tyler Perry, I don't have that formula yet, right? I'm going to get it. It's just going to take me a little bit more time. I have the formula for this YouTube channel, and I believe in both of my media companies, both of my media businesses. I believe wholeheartedly in both of them. That is why I keep doing them. That is why I know that they're both going to be uber successful, but I got to first believe that they're going to be uber successful. You have to believe in something. You have to believe that you can do something. You have to believe in yourself. Until you do that, nothing is going to be accomplished. Nothing. Until you believe you can, you can. But if you don't believe that, you can't. And it's just the way it is. It all starts with the way you think about the thing. Remember this, Wayne Dyer said this, when you think about things differently, it said when you change the way you think about things, the things you think about change. When you change the way you think about things, the things you think about change. You have to change the way you think about things. So if you believe that you can do whatever it is, you can believe that you can go to the NFL. You believe, that you can be a professional bowler. You believe that you can be a chef. You believe that you can be a technology master, an AI genius. If you believe that you can start a YouTube channel, if you believe that you can start a business, you got to believe it first. Everything that I've accomplished in my life, I believe that I could. And trust me, when I look back, and I'm not saying this to be braggadocious, when I look back, I've accomplished some things. I'm an inventor. Not everybody can say they invented something and actually brought it to market and people actually paid money for it. I can't say that. I'm an author. I've written several, I think I'm on book number 8 right now. I can say these things. So I have accomplished some things, right? It's because I first believed that I could. And when I believe I can do something, I do it. When I believe I can do something, I do it. I believe my channel is going to be amazing. I believe it's going to make me hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. I believe that about that channel. I really, really believe that. And it makes me excited every time I think about how much I believe it. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. You could be anywhere. I know I talked a lot today, y'all, but I'm excited about this venture and I want to share with you guys. So be sure to tune in next week for part 2. The next week, we're going to talk about how to make money with the channel. All right, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. You guys can do the same thing. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. You guys stay safe out there. Listen, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. You can go back and listen to this episode again. It's going to be on goodmorning.com. Just go back and listen to it. It's going to be in the post that says something about YouTube side weekend hustle. Check it out. Go back and listen. I said a lot. And I talk fast. So go back and re-listen to the episode again. Take notes. If you have a question for me, shoot me an email, audrey@goodmorninggwinnett.com. Okay? All right. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss anything. Go to everything I'm on is at Good Morning Gwinnett. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I think something else. But anyway, connect with me. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.